Yo, what's going on, world? It's your boy Najee from Cigar Talk. And today, seated to my left, I have a very special guest. I got her all the way in New York, Miss Rubi Rose.
Hey,
What's
how
up?
are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for pulling up. I was watching your stories the other day, did the whole summer jam shit yesterday.
Yeah.
What was that vibe like?
It was super lit, a little bit chaotic, but it was
Yeah.
really cool to see everybody perform.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people who brought out guests on their set, so it was really cool.
Did you come out as a guest, or you just kind of like chilling, just watching everything?
I was just a spectator. I was watching everything. I didn't perform.
Okay, for
But
sure.
it was lit.
Yeah, it was dope time. I saw the Wifey record, and man, you getting better. I ain't even gonna hold you. You getting better. I like this record a lot. First off, it got the Pharrell sample, right? Like it got the Pharrell sample in it. When you first heard the beat, tell me do you know the original, the lap dance? So it got the lap dance record. You know the original?
Of course.
All right. So when you heard it, what was your vibe? Like when you heard this beat, what kind of mode were you in?
It just brought me back to the NERD song Lap Dance, and I just wanted to talk shit. And at the moment, something was going on the internet where people were calling me a hoe. So
Yeah.
the punchline was Ruby's a hoe, but that's cat, bitch, I'm wifey.
Right. Nah, for sure. I like the video. The video in the beginning, you had the girls hating on you, and then you pull up, and then do you feel like is that how it goes for you? You feel like people be kind of behind the back hating, and then when you show up, it's like love?
Hell, yeah, I think so. A lot of people who hate on me are subscribed to my OnlyFans and talk shit about me having an OnlyFans, but pay
They still watching
to watch. So it's just the hate is love.
Yeah. Nah, for sure. Well, that line you mentioned, oh, Ruby a hoe, you said, nah, bitch, I'm wifey. What you feel like makes wifey? What is a good wifey to Rubi Rose?
A good wifey?
Yeah.
I think a good wifey is loyal, loving, kind, supportive, caring, all that shit. The good stuff.
Yeah. You feel like you that?
Of course, to the right one, of course.
All right. Why you think you get the bad rap? With the girls hating or saying the whole shit. What make you think where does that part come? Where does that piece come from? You feel like?
Probably me being sexy on Instagram and the type of stuff that I post.
Yeah.
But this is work. I'm two different people.
Who's the? I guess so. Ruby is the entertainer, the artist. And your real name?
My real name is Ruby.
Your real name is Ruby. So what's the difference between the you as the person versus you as the person working?
I'm the I don't give a fuck, super turned up, super loud, but I'm really super chill. In real life, I'm pretty chill, but at parties, I'm of course lit.
Yeah, turn up. Yeah,
but
for sure.
I'm pretty chill.
Okay. Well, like I said you got the sample record with Pharrell. How was that the clearing process? Trying to get things clear, right? Because that's a big record, NERD. Did you have any trouble trying to get that cleared at all?
I thought we would, but L.A. Reid, shout out to L.A. Reid, he handled that, and it was done pretty quickly. So,
oh, yeah, that's what's up. Tell me about that. I mean, you signed to HitCo, and I remember, I think feel like 2019 was when shit started to really get popping for you, at least when I started to really hear you. Why did you choose HitCo? Just because I know you had a lot of different options and probably a bunch of people trying to highlight you. What was it about that situation that made you feel comfortable?
Well, LA is just such, a reputable person, and his roster is and he's just so amazing what he's done. So it just made sense, and HitCo was a new label.
Yeah.
And I knew that I'd be priority, or I thought I'd be priority, or I am priority.
Right. Do you feel like priority?
No, probably yes.
Yeah, okay, for sure. That's what's up. I listened to the tape, the For the Streets tape that you had, kind of going through it, and the intro was interesting. You was kind of talking shit on there, real personal. I know your biggest hit, I think, like I said, the time I heard you was the Big Mouth record. Big record for you. And you said you recorded that 30 times to get it right. Tell me about that. That process of Ruby in this stage kind of creating that record. You said you was in the studio taking it 30 times. What was that?
Well, yeah, I really just started rapping in 2018, 2019. So I don't know. It was just to get the cadence right, get the words out and shit. I don't know. It took me a long time to get it right. Even now, I take Like, I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah.
When I take pictures, I take fucking 3 million pictures to get one
get that
picture
one?
for Instagram. So, you know, but.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the process of rap was hard? Like, just trying to get your tone right? Because I know at the end of it was like Cardi B was like, I love her voice. She got that tone, you know what I'm saying? Does that take a lot of practice and a lot of time to be able to get it in that certain way that you wanted it?
Yeah, but I mean, I still am practicing because I don't have it the way I want, or else I'd have number ones and be, you know, somewhere else. But practice makes perfect. It's a growing process. You know, I'm taking it day by fucking day.
That's what's up. I like that. Do you feel like you said, because you're taking a lot of Instagram pictures and doing sexy pictures and things like that, I know Cardi had to deal with that initially, with people not necessarily taking the craft as serious just because they prejudging you, right? Like, they saying, oh, she was a dancer, whatever. Do you feel like that? Do you feel like you get that, like, they might not take the rap seriously off, like, at first?
For sure. But, you know, just in general, it's hard to get taken serious, like, for men and women in rap, just in general, like, improve, like, your worth and, you know, your credibility, I guess. But yeah, especially since I came up as, like, just the cute girl on Instagram and shit.
Right.
It's hard to get, you know, people to take me serious. But I don't give a fuck. The people that love me, love me. I hope to make people fans, if not.
That's what's up. I like that. Tell me about, like, you know, you trying to make, I guess, the next tape or project, right? Like, what does that look like? I feel like I seen an interview. I think LA was in the interview, and you said, and it was called, like, Suburban, what was it?
Suburban Hood Bitch.
Suburban Hood Bitch. Is that the name of the project?
No. That whole project was actually trashed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that a part of you getting better? Like, what's the trash part? Like, why didn't you fuck with it to where you wanted the world to hear it?
Cause like, it just doesn't represent me well. It doesn't represent me well. Yeah, I thought it did at the time, but no, it's not what I want. So, you know, sometimes you put stuff out and then want to take it back out, so.
No, for sure. But tell me about just, I guess, the new direction that you have in your mind. Like, what does that look like if it's, you know, if it's not the Suburban Hood Bitch, like, we off that. What does the new direction look like to Rubi Rose?
I don't know, honestly. I'm just getting started because I've been busy doing other things, trying to make money in other ways outside of music that I wasn't really focused. But this month I kind of took off from doing some things, and I am just more hands-on and, you know, more input on what I want to say is going on. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, it's got to be tough, right? Like, you know, trying to really nail down when you got so many different avenues to make bread, right? Like, you mentioned your OnlyFans earlier. I think I seen an interview. They said something like you making $1 million. It was $1 million a month or some crazy shit like
Not
that.
a month, but
just stacking the ammo for only.
Some millions.
Does that make it hard? I guess that part of it to stay focused on the music when I can make bread so many other different ways.
Kinda. It's just not even necessarily just that. It's just, you know, life. A lot of stuff be going on in life to get distracted. But I like to make music, and that's what makes me happy. So I'm going to continue going in that avenue. Yeah,
for sure. I like that. One thing I've read about you that was interesting, they said that you moved to Switzerland in, like, your teenagers. That's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, what?
I wasn't a teenager. I was like 10.
You was like 10? Do you remember it? Like,
of course.
Yeah? What was the vibes like? What is it like?
It's beautiful. It's kind of like Toronto. That's how I would describe it.
Like scenic.
Yeah, and a diverse mix of people, like all ethnicities, a lot of Africans, because like a lot of people go there as refugees and stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of just culture, I guess.
Did you feel that? Like, I guess the connection to the culture there, like being amongst people that's like yourself in the same type of origin and history?
Yeah, I guess. Because I'm East African, I'm Eritrean.
Oh, okay.
If you know what that is, Ethiopian.
Yeah, Nipsey was Eritrean.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like it's a deep history in that. Like, I don't necessarily know it, but I see it. Like, everybody who's Eritrean that I come across is really proud. Are those values and things, like, stuff you got from your parents, like those types of culture and tradition, was that heavy on you, like, growing up?
Low-key, yeah, for sure. My mom is the only one who's actually Eritrean, but I don't know. I eat the food every fucking day, so.
What's the food? Tell me about your mom. We was talking about your mom off camera. You say how much you love her. Yeah, we just talking about your mom. Tell me about her. Like, what is Y'all relationship like?
She is a great, loving mother, and she's just like a super independent woman, a dentist. Like, she moved from Africa to Switzerland to here and is a dentist and has done extremely well for herself. So she's super smart and strong, Black queen. Shout out to my mom.
Right. Shout out to moms.
But yeah.
How hard was it? As someone, because my mom or my grandparents is from Barbados, so the Caribbean side is like, you know, they want you to focus on school, education. I know Africans is like that too. So how hard was it, like, the transition for your mom to accept, like, all right, my daughter about to, like, rap? And, like, how hard was that part of it, if at all?
I mean, I was still going to school. I went to Georgia State, so, like, she was accepting of it because I was still going to school. But then after I got signed and started giving her, like, you know, I started proving myself to her, she was okay with it.
Yeah, so she's very supportive.
Very supportive.
That's what's up. You was a poli-sci major, I saw. I read, actually. I did political science. Was you interested in politics? Like, was that a thing for you, or was it just kind of like...
I wanted to go to law school. My dad's a lawyer, and my sister's a lawyer, so the plan was, like, at Georgia State, that was the only degree you could, like, major in to go to law school. So that's why. But no, I don't really care about... I care about politics, but I'm not that involved.
What point did the objective change? Like, when did the mission change from, like, all right, I'm doing education shit to, like, you know what? I just want to be lit, make music, and do that. Like, when did you feel like the shift kind of happened for you?
Really, truthfully, I mean, again, I was going to school even when I was, like, after I got signed, but really it was after the OnlyFans shit. I was just like...
When did you start the OnlyFans?
Like, maybe a year ago, or I don't know, in 2020. That's 2 years. Oh my God, 22. Yeah.
Was you nervous at first? Because it's always like...
For sure.
You know, you never know what to expect on OnlyFans. Like, people thinking, like, you know, I don't know if it's on your OnlyFans, right? But for the people who are inquiring and want to know, I'm sure people have ideas of what they think OnlyFans is and what's going on over there. How hard was it just to get comfortable with that part of the game?
I was really scared to do it, but my ex, my boyfriend at the time, motivated me to do it. And then it was just like... him? Maybe, but it doesn't matter. Okay. But, you know, I was already posting, like, myself twerking and cute pictures and, like, so it was just like, why not? And it was the best decision, one of the best decisions I've made in my life. What you think
it is that makes somebody want to subscribe to you, right? Like, because there's a bunch of different creators who are creating content, sexy content, different content. What is it that you think the people who have subscribed to you, like, what do they want to see? Like, why are they here for you?
I don't know. You just have to subscribe and see what the hype's about.
Good answer. You're good at this. Yeah, for sure. Super dope. I know the first time, or I kind of was doing my homework, and I guess the first time it looked like we saw you in public was the Bad and Bougie video, the Amigos.
I mean, maybe, yeah.
Kind of, or no?
I mean, I hope somebody would have seen me in public before then, but yeah, that's like the biggest,
you know what I mean.
Maybe, yeah, probably.
Yeah. Was that just being, you know, you in Atlanta, you outside, it's college, you meet people, how you get connected in that circle to do that?
I knew like a talent manager or whatever who like casted a lot of girls for videos, and he always would ask me to do videos, and I always would say no, unless I was like the main girl of the video. Yeah. And then he brought that one, and I love the song, and I love the Amigos, because I'm from Gwinnett. Like, when I lived in Atlanta, when I first moved to Atlanta for high school, I lived in Gwinnett, which is like the north side, which is where the Amigos are from. Yeah. So the hype of them was lit, so I had to do it. It was lit.
So you're selective with it, though.
Selective.
For sure. Do you feel like that moment kind of put eyes on you in a different kind of way?
Probably, for sure.
What did you feel like you did to kind of capitalize off of it?
Nothing. I was so young and dumb and in love back then. I was just doing whatever.
Yeah. I saw you in the Cardi B, the WAP video. That was a cool moment, right? Like, just all the, the women kind of bonding. Yeah, for sure. What was that like? Like, just being, you in the set as Megan, as Cardi, Kylie, everybody felt like was there. What was that experience like?
It was super cool, but nerve-wracking, very nervous, because you did it in front of everybody. But, Sometimes you just gotta, I'm learning.
But you already do this in front of millions of people.
I know, but it's different when you do it amongst your peers, you know?
What was the nervous part, like just kind of like having to show out on camera while they watching?
Yes, even at my music videos, I have everybody leave the set. I don't like to dance in front of people. I am extremely shy.
Really?
Extremely.
You would be dancing though.
I know. It's hard to explain.
When you say shy, is it like, do you get shy on stage too? Is that like...
No, not on stage, but like when it's time to do that, I can do that. But like, I don't like, I mean, at music, I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Is it, all right, is it like you shy when, because the Wet Ass Pussy video is like everybody's being sexy. Is it like when you got to do sexy stuff is shy, or just in general?
Just in general, I'd be shy to do that. But like I do that, but doing it in front of like somebody you look up to, like Cardi B.
Yeah.
I was a little bit nervous in front of Cardi B.
For sure. What did she say to you? Like
comforting words. I can't remember specifically, but I'm sure comforting words.
Nah, that's what's up. I love to see it. I know you got to get ready to go. We on the time clock. Got to catch a flight. Just a couple more questions. Recently, obviously, in the media, big Kevin Gates dropped a freestyle. He name dropped you. Said some freaky shit on there. You know, that he wanted to get. They say what to eat your ass was the line. Well, you see stuff like that, right? Like, yeah. I mean, 'cause I'm like, oh shit, Kevin out here bugging out. Like, what? How does that make you feel when? You know, when a rapper like says something that direct to you? Is it like flattering? Is it like cringy? Like what's the vibe?
That is a good question. That is a good question.
You just gonna leave it at that? You just gonna leave it like that? All right. All right, so let's say if that was Kevin trying to shoot his shot, how does Ruby feel about Kevin Gates shooting his shot at you?
That?
Is that also a good question? Ooh, is he blushing too? All right, well, noted. Noted.
I'm laughing. You know I'm laughing.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a good question. I'm going to leave it at that. I can't give any answers because I'm scared of what people might do run with that.
Run with the
so
clip. Yeah,
that's
for
a
sure.
good question.
All right, cool. We could leave it like that. Outside of Kevin, just in general, like, you know, you're an attractive woman in the industry. I'm sure, like, a lot of rappers be trying to holler and all of that. How is that part for you, like, just dating in the rap game? Is that, like, weird? Is it cool?
You know, dating is dating. I date. I don't. Wait, what is the question?
Like, in the rap game, because, like, I work for Sony, right? I work for Sony Records, and, you know.
Do you date in your label?
See, that's the thing. Not in my, like, label, nah, because it just be kind of, it could get a little messy, and I just don't want the personal to affect the business. So I have done that before, but I didn't really like how it kind of worked out.
No, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of like,
you have to be
my
selective.
my circle in this building, you know, any other building is up for grabs, but my building is like, it's not.
For sure.
So that's
I'm
why
the same way. I have to be
way?
selective. I have to be careful
Yeah.
to pick and choose, you know?
But it's hard because at the same time, these are the people that you around, right? Like, it ain't like extra. This is just, you know, this is the circle of people I'm around. Does it make it more like, I guess, acceptable in that way?
Wait, I don't understand the question. What are you asking?
Like rappers, just rappers in general. Because you're around so many different artists, and I'm sure people want to collab with you and different things that you know, doing just in terms of shows. Like when rappers is trying to holler, are you comfortable like taking those steps to be like, all right, let's give it a shot?
To be cool and be friends, yeah, we can be cool and be friends. But if I want to fuck with somebody, then I'm probably going to fuck with them. But if I don't, then I'm probably not. But I'll still be cool and be friends with them.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the question was.
Nah, that's all. You answered it. You answered it. It's all good. Lastly, just tell me kind of, you know, how do you keep ascending? Like I said, you came across my desk in 2019. I've been watching it from afar ever since. And like I said, I could see the progression. I could hear you actually getting better, right? Sonically, the words, the raps, you're progressing. What does it look like to you, just the next level of ascension?
What do you mean by that? Like, what do I see myself doing?
Yeah, like how do you keep leveling up? Like, what is it going to take for Rubi Rose to get to the next level?
You know, just bettering myself and my team and everybody around me, and just, you know, taking the shit super, super serious and doing what the fuck we need to do to take it there.
Yeah. I know earlier you said, you know, you're not done with the practice till you get them number ones. You cooking up with number one? Like
I hope, Lord Jesus. Let's pray.
Yeah, all right. That's fact. And lastly, if you could get a feature, a lot of people watch this show. A lot of artists in particular watch this show. If you had a feature request that you wanted to get, like, yo, Somebody watching right now, holla at me. What's up? I got a record for you. Who we going with?
Let's reach for the stars.
Go for it.
Drake, if you see this.
Drake, the boy. We got to get the boy. Yo, beat that. Ruby, you want to holla at the boy. Let's do it. Nah, super dope. Thank you for your time. I know you got to go. I appreciate you pulling up. Dope episode of Cigar Talk. The lovely Rubi Rose is here. Shout out to the sponsors. Big time, big time. Shout out Bel Air. We out of here.